just in this oilseed rape field, and there's evidence that flea beetle found it already. Look, that pepper pot, and it's only just coming out. But to be fair, I drilled this at 5.5 kilo, thinking, well, we could do with losing half of it. I'm not going to rush with an insecticide yet, because bloody hell, there's millions of plants coming, twice as many in a square metre as we could do with. So I'm just going to sort of monitor it every day and see what's happening. But yeah, the bastards have found it. You know, but seeing that plant there, it's ideal growing weather. The land's warm and it's moist today, and then we're going to get some sun. As long as it doesn't dry out too much, it should keep going and grow away from its demons. But when you look down that drill seam like that, there's far too many plants, look, which is a bit of a worry, because a thick crop of oilseed rape don't produce. You know, you want, ideally, I think, is it optimum 25 plants in a square metre? I think that's what you sort of aim for, but I'm going to have twice that and more maybe. But unless flea beetle take a few, which we could do with really. But I've heard stories that people have who've been a bit earlier drilling, they've got hundreds of acres just decimated with bloody things. You know, they've just taken them. So yeah, but it's coming out anyway. God, there's plastic on forever, look. Plastic bottles in some compost we got. It's just everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, it's even on a little bit of stronger going. There's no signs of slug damage though, which is a bonus. But yeah, plenty of plants coming, so we'll see. Better than, I mean, too many is better than none at all. But it's a funny cruppies rape. If you get them real thick bits, you're getting out like. Alright, go see what's happening at farm. It's a grey hard day. Yeah, look at the amount of plastic I've just picked up. But to be fair, that's lack of education, because this plastic comes out of the compost, which is out of your brown bins, and it goes down to a friend of ours, Rydale Organics, and they grind it up. But actually, that might not be out of their compost, because theirs a lot cleaner than where we used to get it from. But it ends up in bins, you know, because people can't be bothered to sort of separate. You know, it'd be right, someone else's problem. Bung it in brown bin, away it goes, and it's someone else's problem. I mean, I went by my dad's yesterday. Someone right outside his farm gate, someone had chucked their McDonald's wrappers out, and I just thought, Christ almighty, they ought to have hidden cameras or some kind of way of tracking these people. And just take their vehicles off them. You know, if it's come out with your vehicle goes to scrap heap and gets crushed. You know, whether it's your pride and joy, it's worth 20 grand, your GTI, whatever, what you polish on a weekend, but you aren't educated enough to keep your litter in your own car and take it to your own bin. It just doesn't add up, does it? But yeah, I blame that on education, you know. No, it's not my problem, fuck it. You know, that's that type of attitude nowadays, isn't it? And it all ends up in the sea. In time. Blows into water courses and downstream it goes. Tell you what was a shock, I was in Newcastle one weekend. We went to Newcastle, and on the Tyne there, we walked down the Tyne, and there was like a corner where rubbish sort of congregated. Oh, there was bloody rubbish forevermore, destined to go down into the sea, which, yeah, madness really. But anyway, that's the compost we get off Rydale. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I think it's not just the food what you're putting on in there. I think it has a knock-on effect biology wise in your soil to get other stuff going, you know, get your microbes and your organisms going to trigger off a food chain in your soil. So Rathy's instructed me to knock some of his first coriander up because it's got too far in front of itself, and he's going into his second crop. Yeah, it's gone to seed. God, it grows, this stuff. Whether it'd be any good as a cover crop, I would have thought so. So I don't think seed's that expensive, but yeah, it's going to seed now. It's finished. So he wants this first bit knocking up. But he's harvested some stuff off it though. But there's going to be a big gap between, because he ain't brought the seed for the next lot. Like that, I'll soon. Well, anyway, it's up to him, innit? And he's put some maras and courgettes and all sorts of Indian like maras and stuff in here, and they're growing like mad and all. He reckons in a fortnight he'll have some fruit on them. In fact, they're starting to show a bit of a flower and a bud where there'll be some fruit soon. Yeah, he's put these in. He's trying his lad anyway. Oh, the smell of the coriander is beautiful, it really is. Drilling a few cover crops on some sandy soil, which is going to be followed by maize next year. Idea is our P&K indexes are getting quite high, so we want a catch crop to sort of, I don't know, dig deep and store nutrients up, and then we'll probably flail it off and pour it and plough it in for the maize roots to feed on next year. I know I can hear you all saying, get some sheep on it, Rich, you know, but I don't know, sheep take a lot out, I think. Yeah, sheep will take, I think, my own opinion is, sheep will take a lot of goodness out of the land. Yeah, I know they're shitting it out, but are they taking a lot of that goodness out of that cover crop? Is it better back in, you know? I mean, I seeked advice of our local seed firm, Mortimer's. Yeah, if you want, just have a word with the last cutting office called Georgina. She sort of looked into what I wanted and what I was doing, and we got seed off them. And to be fair, I don't think it was real dear compared. I did a little bit of a. We usually get it off the firm, beginning with C. I won't say no more than that. And actually, when I tallied it up, if I bought straights off them, the same mix, which my mix consists of crimson clover at 17%, fodder radish at 13.5%, mustard at 42%, brown mustard at 6%, phacelia at 11% or just over, and tillage radish at nearly 10%. So I think they all have their uses in what they're going to do. You know, some will dig deep, some will create a big root, and yeah. And I know you might be thinking, oh, mustard, if you ever follow with rape, you'll get trouble with clubfoot, but this is never rape land. And to be fair, our rape, I don't know, it might be last year we're growing it. Christ almighty, flea beetle. Spraying in the middle at night with a spray with hardly any lights on it, very fun. And all the night I did it at 2 o'clock in the morning. And 3 times I've been over it, and I don't know, there's very, very little left. Luckily we had some, that last week it was baking hot sun, and that did it a lot of harm. But we've just had, well, near on an inch and a half of rain, you know, it was quite savage. We've had some real heavy showers, and then yesterday was just a wet day. It just rained all day. And today there's a few little rape showing, so hopefully there's a lot of you know, what didn't generate before it came germinate, sorry. And hopefully we might get a crop. But Christ, flea beetle, bloody hell, I've never seen no like it. You go into your field at pitch black, you shine at, oh, there's just flea beetle all over, and I think what we're using, such as all that, ain't worth a shit like. I honestly don't think, you might as well go out and piss on it, because I don't think it does nothing. There's either nothing in the chemical to kill them, or they're immune to it, you know, I don't know which, but so let's hope they don't attack the brassicas in this. But we're putting this on at 10 kilo per hectare, so fairish seed rate. But yeah, Mortimer's at Driftfield. Yeah, if you want some cover crop seed, I didn't even know they did it. And yeah, they sort of deal with another firm who blends it, and yeah, it's yeah, I was quite shocked with the deal Georgina did it. Yeah, have a word with Lassie office, Georgina. Yeah, she'll put you right if you want any. I don't know whether it's the answer, but time will tell. You know, get some roots in there and get some green matter to turn back in. We've just bought a backwing topper and all. Whether it's got a few issues though. It's a winter project, and like what we'll do, we'll flee off a with backwing and then plough it in. It's going very well. We're a terrible day today, to be honest. We've been doing all sorts, getting outdone. We've had problems with our corn dry. We're just finishing plastic barley, and we've got some oats to do tomorrow. But yeah, breakdown after breakdown just lately. Sprayer's got no dry axles on. Bloody UJs have eaten themselves. So Frank's doing that as we speak, at least. What else is a poor start? Bloody hell, we're on this tractor. Exhaust dropped off it. We're straight piping it, rightly or wrongly. I don't know. I think it's his idea. I don't want that to do with it really. But yeah, we've bought a stainless steel straight pipe. So, but in my opinion, I think when he's bailing with it next year, or drilling or doing whatever, I think the novelty will wear off when he's all he's bloody doing is up there is growling, you know. Yeah, job's good, to be fair. Phil been doing? Oh, Phil's picked a couple of machines up, big square baler. We bought a big Eston baler. So anybody want a big Eston baler? I'll do a bit of a yard tour in future because we've got quite a bit of stuff kicking about, but we just haven't had time to sort of advertise it and get it flogged. And I keep buying it. We're always on computer as we speak on Eurowatch, trying to buy various bits and pieces. Whether he does any good, I don't know. I'll sort of leave him to it. Just getting time to sort of get it on eBay or get it various places to advertise it. I know something nice to drawing in, bloody 7:30, there's not a lot of daylight left, is there? It's 6:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock you can't see it now. Putting as many cover crops in as last year, we put them all over. I don't know whether it's the answer. We're experimenting still, but I don't know what the answer is in this agriculture. It's all cost, isn't it? Well, next year actually we're thinking about joining the government scheme, SFIs, for you get paid so much a hectare for putting your cover crops in, which will help with the price of seed. So we're going to put probably, I don't know, 48 hectare in, you know, not jumping balls deep, you know, just sort of see if we could handle that, and then we can maybe add to it in the future. Yeah, seed is an issue, you know. I mean, if you, it's all cost and it has to add up at the end of the year, doesn't it?